Okay, so when you're getting ready to make concrete countertops, you're going to want to know what size to make them. So the problem here is that you can either measure it all out and be real smart and not make any mistakes, but the chances are they're not square, so you're going to be screwed up anyway. So I just get this masonite board, which is kind of like the pegboard except without the holes in it. Real cheap. Rip it into some convenient widths of it, and then make a template of the countertop you want to make. And just use a glue gun, glue it together. Put some reinforcement here on the corners, and mark it with a magic marker that says flip. Because you know if that side's up when you're making your template, you're doing it wrong, because you're going to make your concrete countertops upside down. So make your template, mark it flip, then go back to your shop, get a 4x8 sheet of melamine, I think you call that, and make sure it's level. You know, use some sawhorses under it, use a big level to make sure it's flat, and then lay your template on there. Then get some styrofoam, comes in different thicknesses. Figure out how thick you want your countertop. Get the same thickness of styrofoam. You can use 2 inches if you want it 4 inches thick. That'll be heavy though. Anyway, and then just screw them into the melamine around your mold. You can just break it off on the corners and, you know, send it over on this one side and then do a butt joint here. It's real simple. Use the same styrofoam to cut out the templates for your sinks and faucets, things like that. Alright, so now you've got a big template on here. Alright, so then put glass, or if you want to go to a factory that's got a water jet and have them cut out things out of granite. I had those salmon cut out of granite. Put all your glass and your design in there, and then just use Sackcrete and fill it on in there, fill it up. I use an air hammer underneath it, an air chisel, and I just kind of rub underneath the melamine to get some of the bubbles out of it. And then let it sit for a week. Maybe I still let it sit 2 weeks, depends what's up. Anyway, then go back, 2 weeks probably good. Go back and then take it out of the mold, flip it over, and you're going to have something that looks like this, because it's always got this skin on it, and you don't see any of the rocks and everything you put into it. But then you're going to get a grinder like this. This is got a bunch of grooves in it. It's a diamond. This isn't a pad. This is just a diamond grinding wheel for concrete. And you can get these at a lot of different places. Amazon's got them, I know. Anyway, and then start grinding into it. This is the first piece I ever made. It was a sample piece. And so you grind into it and start to expose the glass and the aggregate, a lot of the things that are going on there. These are those things you get at the 99-cent store that you might have a vase full of dry flowers holding them. Anyway, so that's what it's going to look like. When you first grind it, though, you're going to expose a bunch of holes. So then get some cement that doesn't have aggregate, just pure cement. And you're going to make a slurry and backfill all the bubbles that you exposed when you ground it. Hey Joe, dinner time. And then anyway, let it sit for a week and then grind it again. You don't need to use this. From then on, you're going to be using like a 50 grit here. So this is a diamond grinding wheel. I think you can find them on Amazon, eBay probably. It's a diamond. They come in all different grits. So that you're going to use the 50 grit, grind it again. You're going to see a few more bubbles. Do a backfill of cement. Let it sit another week, and then you're going to come in, use 50 grit, 100 grit, 200, 500, 1,000, probably up to 1,500, maybe 3,000 if you want. You can get all different grits, and you can polish it up. This doesn't have any sealer on it at all, but that's the way that one looks. This is, I used some lamp black and put in there. All these rocks are just the aggregate that came with some Quickcrete, or Sackcrete, I forget which I used. I got it at Lowe's. Anyway. But those are just the natural rocks in it with lamp black. I made another. This is what I used for that other one where I put the styrofoam in it and made the voids intentionally. So I think that's about all that there is to it. I used this on this corner here, but it didn't last very long. I did one countertop with it. You can actually just use this sort of a thing to round it out by hand if you like. This doesn't have any sealer on it, but again, you can put some sealer on it when you're done. And good luck with your countertops.